guys, welcome back to another Sunday on the farm here. I am your host, Allie, and it's been such a crazy week. I feel like I have been running at max capacity and I really just need to slow down and just bake something simple today. And I seen an idea of the monster cookies, well, putting them into like a little bar, like a monster cookie bar. And then I'm gonna do a little bit different of the M&Ms and chocolate chips. But with that, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here for another Sunday. And the turkeys are out there running around. They are getting so much bigger, and I'll show you guys how they look today. They are so freaking cute, but they're getting so big so fast, eating like crazy. Haven't got to spend much time with my furry little fluffy animals out there, because I am finishing up my internship, and that way I can get my credit and hours so I can graduate with my bachelor's degree in marketing. So almost done with that. Graduation is in February. So with that, let's bake. Also, you already know I'm in Honor Active. Both of these, if you have not picked up a fleece vest from them, go ahead, run. I don't know if there's any available. There might be, but they probably will restock sometime, hopefully. I don't really know. These and the straight leg pants are my absolute #1 favorite things ever. But let's get these baking. I really want to try these. And it is really cold outside, so I don't know, it's rainy, so like a warm chocolate chip monster cookie bar just sounds so freaking good today. Check my oven. What that was. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my oven preheating to 350. I don't know what my husband did to my oven, but it's in Celsius. What did he do? Okay, so now I'm gonna have to figure this out. And I have no idea how to do this. Let's see, tools. Nope. Degree, yes. Fahrenheit. Let's see if that worked. Yes, okay. That would have not been fun. I would have had to try to figure out the Fahrenheit to Celsius, and I just did not want to do that right now. All right, so I've already got my parchment paper lined in the bottom of my pan, my 9x9 pan. You don't have to line it, but I'm gonna pick mine out so it's just easier to cut into bars and I don't have to worry about like scooping it out of the pan. So that's why I am doing that. I have half a cup of softened butter that I am going to see if I can unwrap without making a mess. I probably will, but it's okay. Oh, not that bad. All right, got that in there. Let's see. Need my whisk. Here we go. All right, so I got my half cup butter, 1/4 cup of creamy peanut butter, or kind of whatever butters you like. I'll have to get a spatula. Because I can't believe it is already November. I feel like it went by so fast, and now it's time to decorate and get ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the things. But with that, me and Axel did get some pumpkin carving in, so that was really fun. It was his first time carving his own pumpkin. I'll show you guys in a little video here that he got to carve his own pumpkin, and kind of make his own design. So that was really cute for him to finally be able to do that on his own. My dishwasher's clean, so I haven't unloaded it yet, so don't come for me. I'm putting everything in the sink. Okay, now we need a cup of brown sugar. And we're gonna cream that together till it's nice and combined. And we'll add in a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. Stop, and then I'm gonna scrape down the sides because some of the butter I can tell is up on the side, and the sugar, peanut butter. I really need to get that attachment that scrapes the sides for you. Does anybody have one of those? Do you recommend it? Which one do you recommend? I have this Professional 5+, so I gotta make sure it's the right size for this one. I really want that small one. I know you guys hear me say that a lot, but I bake so much that I could use 2 of them. Or more bowls. I probably could get away with more bowls. All right, let's get this going. All right, so now we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Measure with your heart on vanilla. You know how it goes. It's vanilla. You can't go wrong. 2 room temperature eggs, fresh from the farm. Thanks to my girls. I am so glad that we got more because the new chickens are finally laying, and all of my older girls are either molting or just slowing down because they are older. So, and I go through the eggs. So glad that they're doing that. All right, let's mix those in. Mixed in, so let's go ahead and scrape down those sides again. And most of my time scraping down the sides. All right, now we're gonna do 2 cups of flour. I'm using a 1/2 scoop, so I'm gonna put in 4 1/2 scoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just slowly stir that. That way it doesn't give you a big poof of flour. And then we're gonna do a cup of rolled oats. Again, I'm using a 1/2 cup, so I'll do 2 of these. And I need to restock my little oat jar. I'm gonna make a mess. 1, and 2. Go ahead and do this. Wow, I've already got it out. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. Potentially. Ah! I did. Whoops. I suck at pouring stuff into jars. This one's not gonna be big enough. I have oats everywhere. And I'm just using the Quaker oats. I buy them at Sam's, so, but you can use whatever. Let me clean this up. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking soda in. I hate getting it out of here. I need a better way for this one. And do a half a teaspoon baking powder. Now I use unsalted butter to begin with. You can use salted, but if you use unsalted, add a little bit of salt in. And then if you use salted butter, do a half a teaspoon of salt. If you use unsalted, just go ahead and do a full teaspoon. And then for this one, I'm just for espresso powder. I love this. I'll tag this down below. Absolutely love this espresso powder. If you bake cookies or use espresso powder for baking in any way, this one. It is the Anthony's Organic Espresso Baking Powder. It's a game changer. So, 1/4 teaspoon of this, and this will just enhance the chocolate flavor in here. All right, I'm gonna scrape down my sides because there is some flour that is up on there. And then we're gonna blend this together before we add in all of our chocolate baking chips. I really need to put my dishes away. All my pans were dirty, so I had to wash them so they were drying. So, I need to do that. This is mixing together. I need to scrape it out of the whisk. I don't know if it would have been better to use my paddle or not, but we needed to cream it and this worked better. I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. So now I'm going to scrape down the sides before we add in all the chips because I don't want them to not get a good mix. Excuse me. This weather change has got my allergies ranked up. You can just use M&Ms, chocolate chips, both, whatever kind you would like. I'm going to add a variety of things, I guess. So I'm going to add in a little bit of just normal chocolate chips, probably like 1/4 of a cup. We'll see what that does. And then I'm going to add in peanut butter chips. My husband loves peanut butter, so That's why I add these in. And this is actually peanut butter and chocolate mix. I forgot that these are. I love this mix. I got this not only for cookies, but when I make waffles, this is the way to go for if you like peanut butter chocolate chip waffles. Yeah, let's add that in. And then I can only find these at Walmart. These are the cream cheese Hershey's chips. So I'm gonna add in about 1/4 cup of those as well. These are amazing, let me tell you. They're so good. Maybe you need to make like a red velvet cookie and add those in. That would be good. And for the star of the show, I'm using M&M minis. I like these better as well. And I'll just measure with my heart on those. That's probably about maybe a little over 1/4 cup. Let's see what that does. Oven's ready. Now let's slowly stir this and see what it looks like. I'm gonna have to scrape down the sides, I already know that. All right, I'm actually going to do this with my spatula. So let's take this off. Guys, let me know if the paddle attachment that scrapes the sides is worth it. Does not want to come out of my whisk. It has gotten so cold here. Ugh, I'm not ready. I've been freezing all week. Especially when it rains. It has been raining. It was raining last night and it was absolutely so cold. So putting chicken chores and doing all that is just not fun. So I have to do that mostly during the midday. Other than obviously feeding them and putting them up. So I have to do that in the cold, but yeah. Let's try this. Yeah. Scrape down the sides. Probably should have used a bigger spatula, but hey, we got it. Make sure you're getting the middle and the bottom of the bowl, not just the sides. A lot of it will hang out on the bottom too. And that's kind of what your batter will look like. Gotta get a drink, hold on. All right, so now we'll bring our pan over. I have stuff on my hands from the whisk. All right, so now let's dump this into our lined baking pan. All of this dumped in there. Scrape every last bit out. Press this down. I spilled my drink on me, so don't judge me. I've also been slacking with my steps and my working out, mostly because I just haven't had time. Like trying to make sure my internship stuff is done along with schoolwork, because I'm doing another class on top of my internship, so I don't have to do another 8 weeks. And then just house stuff and my own stuff and these videos, like it doesn't help I live 40 minutes away from it, but we'll get it done. It's you know what, we got 7 more weeks and it's done. Whoop. So pressing this nice down, pack it in. I can't wait for the house to smell like cookies. I made a s'mores cinnamon roll yesterday. I should have recorded that one, but I didn't. Yesterday was just one of the things that I just wanted to just bake and not have to do anything, just bake. I did cake pops as well, and I'll put a short up of that one. I love doing cake pops too. They're fun. Those are more fun for like decorating. All right, this is what it will look like. I'm actually going to sprinkle a little bit more of the M&Ms on top, just for decoration. A little bit more of the regular chocolate chips too. Again, this is optional. Do some of the cream cheese ones. I'm not gonna do the peanut butter ones, or maybe I will. Just a little. All right, so our oven is done. It's ready for these to go in at 350. So depending on your oven, it can take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. We're gonna check these at 20 minutes. It's 12:24 now, this time change, weird. So let's get these in. While these are going, I'm gonna go ahead and start my comforter. I need to clean up the kitchen, unload the dishwasher, and just kind of do some chores so I don't have to worry about it this week and I can just focus on other things this week. So let's go ahead and do that. I really need to organize the drawers so bad. I also thrifted this cast iron pan. I really want to use it, but I don't know what to use it for other than some cornbread, but I don't know yet. What else can I do with this? Like, what else can I make in here? I could probably do like skillet cookie pie, like, we gotta think of something. Out of sight, out of mind. This has dust on it. Also, 90% of the time, I'm drinking out of my Simple Modern cups. I love these. And I use this one for Halloween for my costume because I did like an 80s workout vibe. I'll drop a picture here. That's what I did. I threw it together, something super simple. And it turned out so good. I'm so happy. It was literally like very last minute. Like I was late to work last minute. Well, internship last minute. All right, so we'll put these two away and then we can load up our sink and then we'll wipe down the counters. And like the cookies still have like 8 minutes. So you can bake and clean at the same time. 2 birds, 1 stone. We got this. Also, this house that we have now does not have a garbage disposal because we have a septic out back. I don't know if we can still have one or not. I haven't looked into it, but I never realized how much I would miss a garbage disposal in my sink. But let me tell you, I do. But I'm getting used to it. I love this stuff. And this orange scent, like, it makes your house smell so fresh and just like citrusy clean without the toxins. Like, so I love this. Just a quick wipe down on my counters. I just cleaned them, so I'm just doing a simple clean. Now I'll just use a wash rag, or not wash rag, like a paper towel to wipe down our butcher block counters. I am so clueless on how to clean those. So I just use water. I don't use anything that's gonna like create like bacteria or anything, I guess. I probably need to do the mineral oil on them, but I guess I'm nervous doing it. Need to feed my sourdough today as well. It's been like 2 days. I have not had time. Hi. Look at these. So cute. All right, it's been exactly 20 minutes, so let's check our cookies. I'm gonna give mine another like 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So let's feed our sourdough. And because I haven't fed it in a couple days, I'm just gonna dump this because I don't want to save this Let me turn the volume up too somehow on it. Ah. You already know. King Arthur and filtered water, room temp. I know I said it last time. I need to clean my jar. Actually, might need more flour. 100%. I put too much water. You can eyeball this, so you don't really need to measure once you kind of got like the gist of everything. I've been doing it for a few years, so you can play around with it. Now you can follow ratios like 1-1-1, things like that. When I follow the 1-1-1 ratio, it does not work for me. Like, does not get a good rise. I work better with eyeballing everything. All right, this is done. One last thing I have to do today. On the plus side, I got all my schoolwork done yesterday and I was able to get some needle pointing done. And I figured out the basket weave instead of the continental stitch. And I actually really love the basket weave. That one, I thought it was gonna be harder, but it ended up being more simpler as I kept like trying to learn and doing it like mentally. I was like, okay, I got it. Now I absolutely understand the hype over basket weave over continental. So if you needlepoint, let me know. Let's pull these cookies out though. I can't wait any longer. Oh yeah. Perfect. You don't want them like too hard. I like mine soft. So, and that is just the sides have set up and started to like color, like get brown a little bit. And it's set. That's how I like mine. So this is what we're looking like straight out of the oven. Now we're gonna let this cool before we cut them. And I'll take you guys and show you some of the turkeys and show you how big they're getting. All right, the fall colors have started to set in around here. And it is, we closed the pool. So sad. I think I showed you guys that. But fall colors are really starting to set in. I love fall. I love to look at it. However, I don't like when it gets cold. So, look, here they all come. Look how cute. And our guineas. Look, here goes the rest. So they're getting so big. We got 4 jakes and 4 hens, if you guys can hear me. But freaking cute. They're leaving now. Bye, guys. They're so cute. I love them. If you, oh, he's showing out. If you guys have chickens or have property, consider adding turkeys. They're so fun. I know people say they can be mean, but so far mine have not. But I also spend a lot of time with mine, so they're good. They're so cute. All right, oh, I just stuck my hand in the chocolate. That's funny. Let's go ahead and lift this out. Easy cleanup when you use parchment paper, that's for sure. Maybe it's not cool enough. We just need to do it this way. All right, so let's just go ahead and cut this. It needs to cool just a little bit more, but I think cutting it's gonna help. It is such a soft cookie. One of these cutters is gonna work the best for doing this. And now I can say right in the dishwasher. All right. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Ooey, gooey, and amazing. That's dangerous. That's gonna be dangerous. All right, guys. Well, the peanut butter is in my mouth, but thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Farm and Sugar. If you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe, like, comment down below, and just let me know your thoughts on some of the recipes that I have made so far or any suggestions that we have going forward. If there is something you want me to try, drop them in the comments below as well. And until next Sunday, I will see you on the farm next week. So go ahead, make these, let me know if you try them, and I'll see you next time. Bye.